Hey, fight fans, welcome back to Carlo Prusa MMA. Today, I am with who I would have been saying top flyweight prospect, now newest member of the UFC. He is Mr. Ron Turns. He is Mr. Terrance Saeturn, getting ready, fighting his first UFC contest, co-main event for Road to UFC August 22nd, going down in China. Terrance, what's going on, my friend? How are you doing?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Some huge news came out, man, for you last week. You know, you've been busting your butt on the regional scene, picking up win after win. You get your moment. You got straight in the UFC. You got signed, man. What was that moment like for you?
Exciting. Kind of short notice, but exciting to say the least. I'm just happy. I'm just happy that I finally am getting an opportunity, and I'm ready to show the world what I can do on a bigger platform.
Absolutely, man. Where were you at when you got the phone call that you were getting signed?
I was sleeping at my girl's house. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. We've discussed it on the show many of times. The life of a fighter is absolutely crazy. I mean, you're sacrificing everything, staying up late, waking up early, all these jobs. You're doing this. You don't know what's going to happen. The fact now that we're making progress to where we are now in the biggest show in the world, does that allow you to really look back and be like, okay, this was all worth it?
Not yet. I gotta I got a job to do first. Um, everybody's been blowing my phone up, man, and congratulating me, which is great. I'm thankful. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I still have a job to do in 7 days. And I think after I make this weight and then I fight and I do my job, then I'll be able to take a little bit of a breath of fresh air and be able to look back and reflect a little bit. But as for right now, I got a job to do, man, and I plan on I plan on doing my job.
Hey, you're training over at Team Nobody with Mr. Sonny Ramos. What's the vibe been like at the gym after this announcement? Everyone guns blazing, excited?
Yeah, man. Just like I was saying, everybody's been congratulating me, and ooh, excuse me, everybody's been congratulating me, and it's been great, But yeah, I mean, I've been super, 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 super busy the past several days ever since I got the um the call. I drove down to LA to give my passport to the UFC lawyer so he can get me a work visa. Um, and then I thought I was gonna come back that same day, but then I ended up having to stay for another day and was driving around banging out all these medicals. And luckily, the onboarding process is pretty much done. But just like I said, man, I still got a job to do. Still got work to do, man, and I plan on doing my job in 7 days.
It's pretty cool this one. Make your debut. You're going to another country. You're fighting in China. Was that pretty cool when you found out that this was going to be an international fight?
Yeah, man, it definitely excited me. I have never been outside of the country. I've always wanted to go outside the country, but again, this is like a business trip. I'm not going to be able to do anything like touristy out there. I don't want to say not anything cool because I mean, me going out there and fighting is pretty fucking cool. But as far as being like a tourist, you know what I'm saying, like going out and seeing the sights and stuff. And but but yeah, man, I'm excited. I think it's super cool, man. Martial arts has provided me with a life that I don't think I ever would have thought that I would be living, and I'm just grateful for it.
Absolutely. It's pretty cool the show that you're going to be on. The night before they do their big fight night over there, you're going to be one of the two UFC bouts on the Road to UFC show, which is pretty cool in itself, the tournament style show. Um, what were your thoughts on that? Do you kind of like that dynamic?
Honestly, I didn't even know, man. I was kind of like I said, a super short notice. I thought it was gonna be on that fight night card, but it's actually the night before for Road to UFC. But yeah, either way, man, it's super cool. I'm going overseas, and I'm excited.
Absolutely. For this one, obviously, you didn't have much time to prepare, but that's I think one of the big things Team Nobody does, man. You guys stay ready. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You think that philosophy over years is this making this transition a little smoother?
Yeah, staying ready so I don't got to get ready. Definitely, man. It helps out. You know, every other sport in the world has an off season. MMA doesn't necessarily have an off season, so it's hard, but once you get into the bigger platform, and then you put on a good performance, I think it'll all be worth it.
So you're taking on Nyamjargal for this one. Overall, what do you think of him as an opponent?
He's dangerous, man. He's got the same record as me. He can finish you with uh he can finish you with a knockout. He can finish you with subs. He's dangerous, and he's it's not his first time fighting for that promotion or just for the UFC either. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait to go out there and then let everything hang loose and show these guys that I'm here and I'm here to stay.
Stylistically, do you think this one could be a chess match, or are you thinking somebody's getting finished?
Well, I mean, with me fighting, I feel like there's always a possibility that somebody's gonna get finished. But it is MMA, so it's obviously gonna be quite a bit of a chess match. Um, but in general, I think it's gonna be super fun, regardless.
Absolutely. Were there any points of this journey? I mean, obviously, it's ups and downs. This is a roller coaster. You have any times where you didn't think this was going to happen? Do you almost give up at any time in this?
Plenty of times, man. This isn't the first time that they reached out to me for a short notice opportunity. They've hit me up a few times before, and I've said yes to every single opportunity. And then, kind of like what you said, man, it kind of got a little bit discouraging because I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm down, and then they're like, no, we found somebody. You want a shot? You want a shot? We found somebody. Oh, you want to come on? Oh, okay, we found somebody. So it's like, yeah, it was a little easy to get a little discouraged, especially after the first two, three times. But sticking to my guns, man, and staying on track, trusting the process, and good things happen when you stick to the plan, man. You just got to stick to the plan, is all.
We talked about before, the mental aspect being such a big component of professional fighting. And, I think obviously it's demonstrated in the fight, but I think you need it for the journey yourself. I mean, you're saying you have these moments where, oh, it's going to happen. No, it's not. It's going to happen. No, it's not. For you, has your mental game, has that evolved, or do you feel like you've always had that skill?
Feel like I've always had it, man. I just needed an opportunity, bro, and I'm just grateful that I'm finally getting the opportunity to do so. And I just can't wait to fucking put it on this guy, man.
Do you feel now the journey actually starts? Is this a new chapter where now it actually matters?
It's ever since I went pro, it's mattered because obviously, if I had an upside down record, this would have never happened. I've been busting my ass, man. It's it's been a long road, um, but it's been a fun road though, man. Like I'll be able to like I said, after this fight, I'll be able to kind of take a breath of fresh air and a little bit of a weight lifted off my shoulders, so I'll be able to look back and kind of see how far I've come. But as for right now, man, I'm trying to keep my eyes forward, um, and stay focused at the task at hand, man. And not celebrating anything right now. I got to go out and do my job.
To me, you've always been one of those most exciting 125ers on the regional scene. When we see you fight, there's a lot of going forward. There's a lot of pressure. I mean, you're not scared of the dogfight. With that personality, with that style, do you think it's going to be very easy for you to become a fan favorite here?
I think so, man. I've always felt that if I just go out there and I be myself and I fight like me, there's not really a reason why people wouldn't like watching me fight. I personally think that um, I would be excited to watch. Me being a competitor, yes, but then also being a fan. Like, I would definitely like to watch somebody like me fight.
For you, what's the impact that you want to leave on this sport?
I just want to be remembered as somebody that always brought it and gave it his best. Super fun to watch, and he was a good human being. Because you can't fight for forever. But I seen something recently. It was like 5 things that you can learn from Dustin Poirier, and I hope he enjoys his retirement. Um, one day I'll be able to enjoy being retired too. But I remember one of the things off the top of my head is it was something along the lines of like being being a good human being or being a good man is gonna be way carry way more than ever winning a championship or just it was something like that. So I just want to be remembered as somebody that always brought it, that let it hang loose. That was always super fun to watch, a fan friendly fight, and somebody that's remembered as being a good man. You know,
Absolutely. There's so many analogies you can use to describe the journey of being a professional fighter. But I think Lyoto Machida once told me one that really sticks out. He says there's three stages of being a fighter: you build, you conquer, and then you share. You feel like this chapter, this story going to the UFC, does this open up the conquer stage for you?
still building, but yeah, it's gonna start happening. The conquer. This is the beginning of the conquer stage, but as for right now, I still feel like I'm still building.
Absolutely. For you, what's the ultimate goal? What are you looking to accomplish? I mean, you made it to the big show. What's next?
Beat everybody that they put in front of me, make as much money as I can, buy my parents a house with an AC unit that fucking works, um, buy myself a house, set my future family up when I do decide to start a family for success, and make sure that everybody, in my family and then everyone that comes after me doesn't have to go through the same bullshit that I've went through or my parents have been through, my grandparents have been through. Um, it's time for somebody, it's time for somebody in my family to kind of pick things up and then set a good foundation for everybody to live a more comfortable life because life is fucking hard. Everything is super fucking expensive. Um, so I think I'm taking the job as someone that's going to be providing for my family, providing my family with some financial security, man. That's all I really want to do. Um, Being famous is cool, but when I started fighting, man, I didn't give a shit about being famous. I don't want to be famous. I just want to make as much money as I can so I can take care of myself and my family. That's all I really fucking care about. Yes, I obviously want to be a world champion. That's going to be the cherry on top, but I want to be able to take care of my family, man.
Absolutely. I think that fits so perfect. This next question I'm about to ask you. So many people are watching it, and for the most part, people understand, I think, a small part of what a fighter does. They see the training, they see trying to get in the UFC, trying to win fights, get more fights, belts, all that stuff. But I think what very few people see is that fight outside of the fight. That's that fight to not have to clock in at 9 o'clock in the morning, clock out at 5. That's that fight where you live a life on your terms. You don't need to follow society. You build something, you build a platform, you make a name for yourself, you get to share it with your people and live the life that you want. Has this always been the goal since day one for you?
Not the goal, it's been part of the plan. So it's not a surprise that I'm here. I knew I was going to get here. The ultimate goal is the financial security and becoming a world champion, man. I knew I was going to make it here. It's not a surprise. It's not the ultimate goal to make it to the UFC. I did not come this far to only get this far. I came this far um, to continue going, man. I'm ready to fucking take it to the next level and show everybody that what the fuck it's all about.
Throughout your career, I mean, you made a name for yourself by picking up big finishes, big finish victories, dominating performances. It's one thing you do it on the regional scene. You do that in the UFC, man. You could be winning $50,000 bonuses. Is that going through your head? Is that something we're thinking already?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, shit, $50,000 would change my fucking life right now. I'll tell you that right the fuck now, man. That would change my life, and if I stack a couple of those up, um, I should be able to cop my parents a house with a fucking working AC unit. Um, yeah.
Absolutely. You can just tell by the way you're talking, man. You got that killer personality right now. I mean, it's very evident. You're locked in your game. How long has that personality been going? Is this something that's been developing since we've got longer in this journey? Has this been from the beginning? Do you feel this recently?
I think it's been kind of there, man. It's always been there, since I started fighting, and even when I was wrestling in high school, like I always felt like I was not meant to live a normal life, if that makes sense. Like I always, even when I was a kid, man, even like when I very first started wrestling when I was 9, I always felt like I was born to do more than just working a 9 to 5 and slowly dying boring pain, a boring death. I always felt like there was just something more, like I was put here for something more than just being an average person. Um, yeah.
When you first found MMA, if someone told you this was going to happen, would you believed it?
Fuck no, man. I had an interview a couple of days ago, and I got pretty emotional, like just talking about it. But pretty much the gist of what I said was that I started wrestling when I was 9 years old, and I watched my first UFC fight not too long after I started wrestling, and I think that um, if 9-year-old Terrance seen the Terrance now, he'd be uh, he'd be super proud. He'd be super proud of himself, and he'd be excited to grow up and put in the work.
Who were some of those guys back in the day when you first started watching this? Who were some of those guys that stuck out for you?
Um, Matt Hughes was a really big one that I really like to watch. Rich Franklin, Chuck Liddell, um, BJ Penn for sure. Um, Fedor, Vanderlei Silva, Rampage. All the killers back in the golden era, man. And then once I seen that there, like as I grew older, and then I seen that there was a 125-pound division, I'm like, bro, this has to be fucking fate, man. Like, so I'm just happy, bro.
Absolutely. I know the past week's been moving 5 million miles an hour. You're going here, you're going there, about to get on a plane here soon. Have you and Sonny had any time to reflect on the journey?
Fucking hell, dude. We just been fucking working, man. We just been working hard and just like we always do, trying to enjoy the process as much as we can, adjusting on the fly, rolling with the punches because it's been kind of a lot, man. But I ain't complaining, bro. I'm just happy that the onboarding process is finally just about finished, and all I got to do is just go out there and do my job, and like I said earlier, I'll be able to take a sec, to look back, not just with myself, but then me and Coach be able to take a look back.
Absolutely. All right, Terrence, last question for you, buddy. In a perfect world, what is the outcome August 22nd when you make your UFC debut at Road to UFC?
Um, I go out and I hit him right around here, and then he falls down, and then the referee tells me to stop, and then I get paid.
There you go. Well, Terrence, man, thank you so much for taking the time out of the day. I know things are going absolutely crazy, but I appreciate your time as always, man, and good luck to you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. That's it for us today. I'm Carl Prusa. He's Mr. Wrong Turns. He's Terrance Saeturn. He's fighting August 22nd, Road to UFC. Check him out, fight fans. Peace.